look at it historically, the growth and development of music, whatever the genre of music may be, that's not important, but the musical process. So you will find always, I think, that there was a very conducive environment. It's an intellectual environment, it's an artistic environment, it's a critical environment, it's an analytical environment. I want to say that an individual by himself alone perhaps will not able to give birth to an artist out of oneself. Well, I think it was good. It was, in the sense, it was a serious, genuine experiment. Experiment का prototype मैं कहूँगा. I won't say experiment. I don't like the word because you were not experimenting. What you did was a prototype of what is to come. And now when you listen to it a couple of times, 3 times, I think that then you will come up with a better version of it. My objective is Raki's own development as a musician, a music practitioner and a music thinker, and then hopefully later on as a music teacher. He has sustained his interest in music. In fact, it has grown. So, and now we are looking therefore at his future growth and development. Artist, I am sure, does reflect mentally, and he gets inputs from other people. So there is a certain kind of growth and development, but not an organized, systematic growth and development of the artist himself or herself, which is critical, which is analytical, which is introspective, and then which is also monitored on the basis of the responses of other people as listeners and as critics.
Yeah, I'm basically looking for the difference now. I'm basically trying to see कि अब इसमें क्या next stage क्या हो सकती है, and I'm just trying to identify all the previous sort of जो हमारे म्यूजिक में जो हमारे अपने sort of mindsets बने हुए हैं, structure से बाहर गए हैं, जो हम लोग जिससे used to हैं, जिसको हम सुनते हैं, तो मैं देखना चाह रहा था कि उससे तुम कितना डिपार्ट कर रहे हो, कितना तुम उसके आगे जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हो.
I just use two words. It should begin by depicting some sort of oppression and then move into a revival. Okay, so that for me would be an ideal, right? But when I sat down and I tried to elaborate, to translate that statement to actually make it more coherent in terms of music, and that was during practice. Then I started to construct it in my head as to how I should approach this.
You, I think, skipped a few steps. That's why I said that this is the first step you've taken, and I want you to do it again. Look, it is an idea. This pain thing that you said was an idea. Because to make it a statement, make the pain into a statement, you'll have to ask yourself in your head, what pain, why, and how the pain. You'll have to make the pain absolutely concrete, real in your head. So I think this Shruti Bahar sound is within the range of the listener's intelligence, listener's emotional autonomy, if I may use that term. Not taken to those dark areas where your autonomy is lost to you as a listener. So while you were doing that piece, we all could identify the suffering, but it was a general suffering. You got to spell it out because each suffering has its own specifics. Music is a tool which man can use. with himself and failing to talk about, to interact in the area of motivations, and then those motivations which lead to doing.